Developing tonight, the Duluth man accused of starting that devastating Camp House fire has another fire-related charge on his record. That according to newly obtained court documents.
27-year-old Parker Wilson was previously cited for setting a fire in prohibited areas near Amity Creek Falls in Duluth. He pled guilty in that case and paid a fine.
He also has a petty misdemeanor possessing alcohol in a city park from that incident. Now Wilson is facing a misdemeanor charge for failing to extinguish a fire connected to the Camp House wildfires. He has a court date set for December.
And as we reported, the historic wildfires burned thousands of acres back in May and destroyed more than 150 structures all across northeast Minnesota. The weeks-long event required complex coordination with both state and federal agencies to manage the wildfires and public safety. Cleanup and rebuilding of the damaged properties is still underway.